Today, we're unraveling the mysteries of dopamine, the brain's very own party planner, how it grooves through the brain, and the wild effects it has on our body. Welcome, curious minds, to another brainy adventure from Brainwaves. The Dopamine Origin Bash. Our story kicks off at the Dopamine Origin Bash. Deep within the brain, in spots like the substantial nigra, dopamine is whipped up like a cosmic smoothie. It's the brain's way of saying, let the good times roll. Enter the pleasure principle. Dopamine is the VIP guest at the brain's pleasure party. When you enjoy a delicious meal, score a goal, or achieve a goal, it's dopamine pulling the strings. When you devour your favorite ice cream, dopamine rushes in, turning that treat into a carnival of pleasure. It's the brain's way of saying, hey, this is awesome, have some dopamine confetti. The dopamine dance floor. Now imagine the dopamine dance floor. This neurotransmitter dances through pathways like the mesolimbic system. The mesolimbic system is a brain pathway involved in reward and reinforcement. It's like the brain's pleasure highway. When something rewarding or pleasurable happens, such as enjoying good food or experiencing a sense of accomplishment, the mesolimbic system gets activated. Ventral tegmental area, VTA. This is where the journey begins. The VTA, located in the midbrain, is like the start button for pleasure. It contains neurons that release dopamine. Nucleus accumbens. Picture the nucleus accumbens as the destination on our pleasure highway. These are the VIP zones where dopamine throws the coolest parties. It's located in the forebrain and acts as a central hub for processing rewards. When dopamine from the VTA reaches the nucleus accumbens, it creates a sense of pleasure and reinforces behaviors that led to that reward. The mesolimbic system is a key player in our motivation and the formation of habits. Understanding this system helps researchers and scientists explore various aspects of human behavior. From addiction to motivation, dopamine's wacky effects. Cue the confetti cannons. Dopamine doesn't limit the fun to the brain. It throws a dopamine party all over the body. Think of it like confetti raining down, bringing joy and effects to various areas. The pleasure explosion. Picture the pleasure explosion. When you devour your favorite dessert, dopamine rushes in, turning that treat into a carnival of pleasure. It's the brain's way of saying, hey, this is awesome, have some dopamine confetti. Dopamine plays a significant role in the brain's response to playing video games, contributing to the feelings of reward, pleasure, and motivation associated with gaming. When you play video games, especially those designed with rewarding elements like scoring points, completing levels, or achieving goals, your brain's reward system gets activated. This leads to the release of dopamine. The release of dopamine creates a feel-good sensation, contributing to the enjoyment and pleasure of playing. It's the brain's way of reinforcing the behavior, playing the game, by associating it with positive feelings. Dopamine is often released when you accomplish in-game tasks or achieve goals. These accomplishments trigger a dopamine response, motivating you to continue playing. In multiplayer or competitive games, the social aspect can also enhance the release of dopamine. Winning a match or outperforming opponents can trigger a sense of achievement and social validation. Dopamine is involved in the brain's reward for learning and mastering new skills, making the gaming experience engaging and motivating. Engaging in a game that matches your skill level and provides a balance between challenge and skill can induce a state of flow. This immersive experience is associated with heightened focus and enjoyment. Motivation mania. Ever wonder why you suddenly feel pumped to tackle a project? That's dopamine's in action, handing out motivation balloons like Tic Tacs. The reward rodeo. Dopamine isn't shy about being the cowboy of rewards. It flows when you anticipate that achievement or success, making every win a rodeo ride of joy. Dopamine's stand-up comedy. Peel back the layers to dopamine's stand-up comedy. Did you know dopamine has a sense of humor? It's like the brain's stand-up comedian, making you laugh and enhancing your mood. When we encounter something funny or amusing, our brain releases dopamine, which contributes to the feeling of pleasure and satisfaction that accompanies laughter. Dopamine helps reinforce behaviors that lead to positive experiences, making us more likely to seek out humor-inducing situations in the future. Moreover, dopamine is involved in processing novelty and unexpected stimuli. When we encounter a joke or a humorous situation that takes an unexpected turn, dopamine levels may rise, contributing to the enjoyment of the experience. Overall, dopamine's involvement in humor helps explain why laughter can be such a rewarding and enjoyable experience, encouraging social bonding and reinforcing positive emotional states. The dark alley of too much fun. But beware, the dark alley of too much fun awaits. When dopamine parties too hard, it can lead to issues like addiction or risky behavior. Certain drugs such as cocaine, methamphetamine, and some prescription medications increase dopamine levels in the brain when used excessively. Conditions like schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, and certain types of depression can involve dysfunction of dopamine levels, leading to either excessive or insufficient dopamine activity. Engaging in activities that provide a strong sense of reward or pleasure, such as gambling, gaming, or compulsive shopping, can lead to increased dopamine release, contributing to addictive behaviors. In some cases, excessive dopamine activity may contribute to symptoms of psychosis, including hallucinations, delusions, and disorganized thinking, particularly in conditions like schizophrenia. Dopamine levels have been implicated in bipolar disorder. Bipolar disorder is a mental health condition characterized by extreme mood swings. Dopamine, along with other neurotransmitters such as serotonin, plays a role in regulating mood and emotion. During manic episodes, there may be an increase in dopamine activity in certain brain regions, leading to symptoms such as elevated mood, increased energy, and impulsivity. Conversely, during depressive episodes, there may be decreased dopamine activity, which could contribute to symptoms of low mood, lethargy, and apathy. However, the relationship between dopamine levels and bipolar disorder is complex and not fully understood. It's likely that multiple factors, including genetic predisposition, also contribute to the development and progression of the disorder. Overall, while dopamine dysregulation is believed to play a role in bipolar disorder, it's just one piece of the puzzle, and further research is needed to fully elucidate the underlying mechanisms of the condition. Dopamine duet with disorders. Duet with disorders is a metaphorical phrase that describes the coexistence or interaction between two or more mental health disorders or conditions in an individual. In this context, duet refers to a musical composition for two performers, implying a harmonious or synchronized interaction between the disorders. For example, an individual may experience symptoms of both anxiety and depression simultaneously, with each disorder influencing the other in a complex interplay. Duet with disorders underscores the need for comprehensive and nuanced approaches to mental health care, as treating one disorder may impact or be influenced by the presence of another. It's a complex dance where researchers are the choreographers trying to bring harmony. Finally, let's groove into the everyday dopamine disco. It's not just for grand celebrations. Watching comedy shows. When you watch your favorite comedy series or stand-up comedians, dopamine is released in response to the humor and enjoyment derived from the content. Playing games, engaging in fun and challenging games, whether video games, board games, or sports, can trigger dopamine release due to the excitement and pleasure of gameplay. Eating enjoyable foods, consuming delicious and satisfying foods can activate dopamine release, especially when the taste is novel or unexpected. A warm cup of tea, a compliment, or finishing a puzzle. All are moments where dopamine throws a little dance party in your honor. Listening to music, enjoying music that resonates with you can evoke dopamine release, particularly when listening to upbeat or emotionally engaging tunes. And there you have it, the ultimate brain bash starring dopamine. From its origin bash to its funky little dance through the brain, dopamine is the life of the party, making every moment a cause for celebration. Thanks for watching. And if you liked this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.